I've decided on this big trip that I would do a section on hints, tips and what I've learnt as I go on this journey, as well as what I've learned over the last few years in bike packing and cycle touring. I'll try and get these up on a, I don't know, semi-regular basis, perhaps every 2 or 3 days. I'll keep the video short and to the point, and that way hopefully there won't be too many waffles. Apart from this one, obviously, as I explain what I'm doing. So obviously I'm just going to call this section top tips. I'll come out with a tip and then job done, and then the video will end. Then you can make up your mind whether or not it's good for you. It's basically for really beginners and intermediate tourers. Now, I'm not saying I'm a professional or anything like that, but any journey there's always lessons to be learned and things that can go well as well as go bad, and as they happen I will try and put them up in this tips section. If you have any questions regarding any tips that I put up, just let me know. You can comment on the bottom of them, or if you want to email me directly, my email is paultravelsbybike@gmail.com. okay, right, let's get to it. That's enough of this one, and I'll get right to the first tip that I found out on this trip. Okay, this is my first top tip. I came over from Portsmouth to Santander. Okay, the ferry is 32 hours long and incorporates 2 nights, which means you need to sleep. Now, you can either have a cabin, which normally takes either 2 or 4 people, or you can have reserved seating. Now, the cost for a cabin at this time, for me, well, they wanted £170, or I could go for £11 for the reserved seating, which is like a glorified aircraft seat which tilts back. Comfortable for sitting, absolutely rubbish for sleeping on. It's absolutely really uncomfortable. So this is what I suggest. Now, this is for up to 3 travellers. If you're together, obviously if there's 4, then split the cost of a cabin. But when there's only from 1 to 3 of you, I really suggest you do this. Get a reserved seating, and when you go up to the ferry itself, make sure you have with you your sleeping bag, your inflatable mattress, and for me as well, I have a inflatable pump, if you like. It's a small battery one which pumps up my airbed for me, and then obviously you can use your clothes as a pillow. That's no problem at all. Now, on the floor there is loads of room, so you can just lay your bed out, as in your mattress and your sleeping bag, etc., climb in, and you'll have a great night's sleep. Nobody minds. That's almost expected, and I can guarantee you there'll be loads of other people doing it as well. So that'll cost you £11, obviously on top of your ferry costs. For me was £136, but only £11 for the seating, whereas they wanted another £170 for the cabin. Okay, so works out a lot cheaper for you. Okay, that's top tip number 1. If you have any thoughts, questions or feedback, put it in the description below. If you want to get in touch directly regarding this or any other tips, then you can do at paultravelsbybike@gmail.com. Speak to you later.